Do you ever stop to think about how often we hold doors, tie shoes, give hugs, advice, help? You're the nice guy. It's almost instinctive. But what if those are the same reasons you're faulting in your life?
Sometimes we have to ask ourselves, what's using my life? Heard a guy give a lecture one time that says, we are today what we were when. And he was talking about the fact that we, to a great extent, behave, think, react because of some previous experience that we've had.
All right, we got a saber. Yes, we got a saber.
One of the things that we know about life is that it is always changing.
A common theme in children's movies portray a protagonist, a hero of sorts, going through a journey filled with obstacles, personal development lessons, shortcomings, the list goes on. Yet many times it seems as if their success is measured on what they do for others. For the most part, we all have a hero in our lives. Someone we look up to, aspire to be like, or are simply attracted to their character.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, of course not.
I mean, it's fine if that's who you are.
Absolutely.
It makes sense. We want to help others, we want to be helped, we want to be valued, we want to feel important. And yet, it seems as if we're conditioned since young to be a hero in someone else's story, a savior, a white knight. The phrase white knight dates back to the 12th century, when French poet Chartrand de Troyes referred to the legendary Lancelot as the Blanc Chevalier, or White Knight in French. Lancelot is a character in the Arthurian legends, where he's depicted as King Arthur's greatest knight of the Round Table. Sir Lancelot was seen as the prime example of gallantry and chivalry. During medieval times, his stories inspired knights to be men worthy of respect, to have valor, to be champions. And while I do believe that we should help others, we should ask ourselves these three questions. Do I understand the problem? Are they capable of helping themselves? What repercussions do I face for not helping? Help.
Great. Then I'll help you.
It could be ego, fear, naiveness, insecurity. Whatever it is, if it goes unchecked, it's dangerous. Being a white knight can kill you. You'll always give yourself a reason to look out instead of in. You'll consistently break away a piece of yourself for others. You'll convince yourself that you're doing the right thing for the benefit of others, or that you can't say no, or that they can't do it themselves, or that somehow by helping, you'll be accepted more. But the thing is, we can only help someone as much as they want to be helped. The more that you try to save, the more that you disrupt the natural order of the world. Think about it as if you are in school. You're one of the most intelligent students in the class. People envy your test scores and your dedication that seems so effortless. And while you're smart, you're not one of the cool kids, so you constantly seek for validation and social acceptance. A final is coming within the next few weeks. A cool kid in the class asks if he can sit next to you to copy your exam, and in return, there's a chance that you may be accepted by his people.
Well, I think that's a super philosophy, Sean. I mean, that way you could actually go through the rest of your life without ever really knowing anybody.
You know that if he doesn't cheat, he'll fail and that he'll have to restart the year. So, what do? On one hand, you can help him and maybe achieve something that you've been longing for, or on the other, you can let someone be responsible for their own actions. Is your desire to be accepted going to triumph the fact that you know he won't ever learn anything and he'll continue to believe that he can get by with the generosity of others? No grit, no desire, no effort, no purpose.
No. I'll do something.
Don't be part of the problem. Let's find solutions. What if we took that same energy and applied it to our own lives? What's the worst that can happen? You'll accomplish what you wanted not for others but for yourself? While the physical is real, all problems and solutions come from the same place, your mind. We may make ourselves believe that we're not good enough, that we'll fail, we won't work fast enough, it won't be perfect. We come up with all these nonsense ideas to protect ourselves from doing anything that may change our lives. There is a reason for that. The human brain is wired to seek comfort and avoid stressful, intimidating, and disagreeable situations. So you're not alone. It'll give you every reason possible to stay comfortable, stagnant, and docile. The tools for ruin. Discomfort is growth. Push towards what you find painful, what you resent. You'll be shocked to see what you uncover. The statement, I think, therefore I am, is meant to display consciousness. That, along with our bodies and free will, are the only things that we are given at birth. As a child, you're an empty vessel, eager to be filled with information. We learn to think, problem solve, experience emotion, and much more. We create our own roadmaps, the instruction manual, if you will. If we're able to listen to people, separate the problem, and create manageable solutions, then we can very much reverse engineer that same thought process and apply it to our own lives. What if you've been going about it all wrong?
I'm always right. It's like when I'm right, I'm right. And when I'm wrong, I could have been right. So I'm still right because I could have been wrong.
You've been trying to make the best of others and not yourself.
That makes sense.
Which one is more beneficial overall? And even if all you wanted to do was help others, you would still be very inefficient with your process. Growing into the best possible version of yourself and other people recognizing that is better than any white knight. It allows others to be inspired, to take action, to create their own roadmaps. By giving them food, you're letting them starve. By teaching them to hunt, you're giving them the skills that they need to thrive without giving all of yourself. Think of yourself as a lighthouse, a beacon of sorts. For the people who know you, you'll be an inspiration, a leader. And for the people who meet you, you'll be their white knight.
And when we begin to understand and know that, accepting that reality that we will never ever have things just on an even keel all the time, that you're going to have some ups and you're going to have some downs. But during those down moments, that's where the growth takes place. That's where the work is.
So all in all, being a white knight is detrimental to your character. It really doesn't allow for growth. You're always going to be trying to save this person or the next person or the next, and you'll soon find yourself in a circle of trying to reach your hand out, but essentially getting nowhere in your life. And the reason I make these videos is because I'm 19. I turn 20 next month, and I kind of wish people spoke about this when I was younger. And so through my experiences in life and what I continue to learn, I want to bring forward some information that you guys are able to use or probably share to more people. So as long as one person benefits, it's great. But if many of you guys benefit, then that would be absolutely amazing. But always remember, before you try to reach your hand out to save someone else or to try to be the hero in someone else's story or like anyone who's not you, think about how far you can really get with that. And I also do believe that you trying to help someone is also a reflection of you and your work. So sometimes we have to have the hard conversation with ourselves where we sit down and we look at ourselves and we talk to ourselves about what's really going on in my life that I don't want to be present in it and that I want to help someone so bad so I don't have to focus on my own. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You'll see me next week.
Somebody said that adversity introduces a man to himself or a woman. How you handle it, that's where the growth takes place.